Welcome to the rocket city of Houston and Rice Stadium. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Rice's offense will have first crack at this one. And onto the field comes Ja'Cory Brown. Came over in the portal from UCF. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory. The run inside. It's Jackson. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Brown will throw it. It's complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense working from the pistol. Catch in the middle, it's Lane. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Owls are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. So now it's 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their sophomore defensive tackle. They're very high on his future. Howie Rowe will get us up to date on how he's doing. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run the option. There's a crease. Touchdown, Rice. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
What I like about this running back is he can do it different ways. He can hurt you running between the tackles. He's got great vision, but he's also got a lot of speed. And I love the fact that this offense can go option. They can trust the quarterback to make the right decision, pitch it out to him wide, and then you see the speed. There's so many different ways in the running game. This guy can hurt you, and you saw it right there on that long, explosive play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. And they Stevie, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Dropping back, it's Orji. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The option look. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the option. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. To the air, it's Orji. On the left side, here's Coleman. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Caught behind the line, it's Coleman. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, looking for the completion. With the catch, it's Peterman. Knew he had to get to that marker, and the defense wasn't having it, stopping him a yard short. Great place to start for this offense. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. False start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. They're going to run it to the right. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Leaves it with the back.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Slithers into space. Across the 25. Maybe some room here. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Owls trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Spin, still running. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Rice. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he takes this from inside the 5, and the returner is stopped. They'll go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and...
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd...
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Back to throw, it's Orji. Fires it incomplete.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throw back.
The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football. Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. This time he wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up third down.
Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 93, set to kick it off.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. On the option. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They ran it on first down, now on second. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. On the option. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Brown wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Runs through the tackle. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Rice rushes to the line.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding third down, I can get it.
Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Rice. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the Listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for room, it's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Rice rushes to the line. Brown will throw it. Looking for the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Owls.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. Can we do running clock in the second half?
And he added the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grabbed behind the line. It's Peterman. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 5 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Buckeyes getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football. Back now to your game inside Rice Stadium. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Guys, catching up with Coach at the half, they have got to consider what they should do here in the second half. Their young quarterback, getting the first start of his career, has struggled here in the first half. They have some decisions.
No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Touchdown, Owls! The defense does the work itself with the pick six.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And he tacks on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Campbell. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the offense onto the field again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Got it behind the line. It's Coleman. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Orji. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Fields. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Makes the grab. It's Fields. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. All wideouts, no backs. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Coleman. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw again. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Back to pass. This time on target.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Trying to wear down this defense, the 7th play of the drive, it's 3rd and 1. He'll take it himself. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man down the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air. It's Orji. fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. On the ground. Picks his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point cuts into the lead just a touch, 35-10.
Number 93, set to kick it away.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Rice makes his way onto the field to get things going on offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Brown wants to pass. Got his man on the right. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. And you want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. The play action fake. The sure hands, it's Falk. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Jackson. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So 1st down will open up the final period. Now on the option. Quick step and go. Racing to the right. Touchdown Owls. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the away team sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this.
They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. Wants to throw again. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got it. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. First and 10 coming up. Wants to throw it again, and why not? That's caught. It's Bailey. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Trying to get behind the defense. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly.
Got a little grass. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. First and 10 from the 24. Here comes the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. On the option. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Owls!
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Looking to throw, it's Orji. Under fire. He's on the move. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's stopped, but not before he moves the chains. Pickup of 12 on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Red pass hits complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Finds his big tight end. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect them.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team falling into a 3-game losing streak. They are wounded, reeling, and they've had their confidence shaken.
It's been ugly. There's no other way to spin it. This is very ungood, not good. Got to find some way to get this turned around. Got to make more plays. This is something that's frustrating, but let's not let it define your dynasty, right? Fix it, get it back together, try to pull some wins, try to figure this thing out.
It's frustrating too, David, because this is a team that has a lot of talent. I think part of the problem these last couple of games now has been lack of effort. So if you're on the coaching staff,